What's good, people? I'm your host, Minnie Mira, and welcome to part 2 of the dreaming episode on the All About Duality podcast. I'm here with a few dreamy souls. We got Alyasa-GK, Lexie, and Sheri. Let's get right into it and jump back into our conversation on dreams. Okay, guys, so if we're thinking about the movie Inception, you know how time is kind of different in dreams? So in the sense that what do they say in it? It's
the
like
deeper you go, the longer time is.
Right. Okay. So do you guys have like regularly timed dreams? So it's like, okay, you dreamt for like 15 minutes and that was 15 minutes in the dream?
So I would say that it depends, but for me, I have woken up and it's felt like it's been a month. Or
has it actually been a month though? Like you did a month of dreaming?
So in my brain, the answer is absolutely yes. I've read that that's not scientifically possible. So science says otherwise. They say that basically what it is that when you're dreaming, it's like it will cut to different times. So everything is in real time, but it will cut. So if you were traveling, it'll cut to your destination. So that time you never experience, but your brain fills it in for you.
Oh.
And then also when you wake up, if you're remembering the dream, your brain tries to fill in more and more of those gaps. So then it
to make sense of it.
It fleshes it out for you. And so that does make me second guess myself. But I have had dreams where I've felt like I've lived that dream for months or weeks or days. And I've had friends that have told me they've lived years in their dreams.
In their dreams?
Yes.
Like one night?
Yeah, they wake up.
It's not like a series every night.
Yeah, it's one night. They wake up and they're so disorientated because here you were in this other life and you lived like a year, you got older, and you wake up and you're way back.
Older, that's so crazy.
Yeah, so it can be really disorientating because you think you've lived this long time. Like I've had a dream where it wasn't even exciting. It wasn't fun. It was me going to work, my regular day job, doing that work. And then I woke up and checked, like I realized that week never existed. And I just worked a whole week for free.
Yeah, and you didn't get
fictional
paid.
place. That work didn't even get done.
Man. Capitalism's like screwing you in your dreams too. That's horrible.
But that's why I think, like, to me, those are like experiences that it felt like that long, and it would feel the same, and then
and you like remember falling asleep and everything, and
yeah, and
so
then
you had like a night of sleep in your. Did you dream in your dream?
that's a little complicated. I don't know if I can remember that.
Your brain didn't like fill that in.
I don't know. Maybe it did. I'm not that far in though, because if it blurs the line, then it gets really hard to remember what is from that dream, especially right when you wake up from those. You feel like that was your life. That like was what was going on. So
right now is not real.
No, I mean, I think this is real. But in my dream, I also am like, this is completely real. I've never been able to lucid dream, so I just believe that that's my reality. I'm in it, fully immersed. So the ones where I have lived like other lives, to say, I think we've talked about this before, where I've had like kids in dreams, and those were my children. And I've lost children in dreams, and so like had to grieve in the dream.
That's so sad.
And then also when you like, if you were to live a month in a dream and then you wake up and you're like having these memories of it, you also have to, like, if you can't go back to them, you think about the fact that that was a dream and it never really is this reality.
Did you like love this child like it was your own, like in this reality?
Oh, like, so yeah. So for me, the emotional impact, because it is still a memory for me, even if it was a dream, like the emotional impact is still like there. And so I think of that. It's like when you watch a really, really sad movie and you still feel for the characters, even though they're not real at all.
Okay, like feel for them, or like those are your feelings?
Yeah, so in this situation, it feels like a memory. So it feels like when I think back on people that I actually have lost in this life, it's still the same kind of grief for me. And like the same thing with like really nice dreams. If you like have like a love, it's still like you get to remember the joys and things like that. So like the goods and the bads of it.
I get that, yeah.
But I don't know. Some people have really long dreams. Have you?
Most of my dreams, I think, like, are pretty short. Like, everything just happens, like, one after, like, everything just happens really quick. And
Me too.
It's just over.
Yeah.
Then,
What about you?
I think I've had dreams where like time has passed for sure. But I don't know about like months. I can't say that.
It sounds like the longer end of it. I mean, some people I've read, they're
Yours
like,
is
I've
crazy.
lived a whole life. And I was like, that's a lot.
That is a lot.
So I guess they age in their dream and things like that. I mean, I've had dreams where I've been older, but I haven't really had dreams where I've aged a significant amount. I couldn't imagine, like, going from being a 20-year-old to being an 80-year-old. Yeah. And then waking up and that's not real. But I guess that happens in Inception, so.
I mean, yeah, it's such an interesting concept because when you were talking about it being a month long and then you think about Inception where they basically say that that's layers down. That's why I was asking you, do you dream in those dreams? Because I'm like, are you just layers deeper than the rest of us?
Maybe I'm all the way in.
Yeah.
Yeah, because those dreams that are like days or months, like, do you see yourself going to sleep?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Weird. Yeah.
Sometimes I zoom out to third person. Like a Sims.
All right, well, guys, lucid dreaming, we brought it up. So have you guys ever been able to control your dreams? For people listening, lucid dreams is essentially where you know you're dreaming and you can change the circumstances. If you want to fly, you could fly. You are in control in your dreams. So your dreams aren't like happening to you. You're creating them, I guess, or you have control to do what you want. So have you had a lucid dream? Can you lucid dream?
I said it. I have not been able to. I don't know if I've ever even tried in a dream. I know some people count their fingers or things.
That's called a reality check.
Yeah, I've never done it.
You can also do reality checks if there's like a sign or like you're on your computer or something. You can look for something that you know is in reality, and usually in a dream it will look different, and that's when you can step into your dream. So yeah, if you want to practice lucid dreaming, that's how you do it.
Yeah, I've heard counting fingers.
Yeah.
Looking at clocks, like time.
Yep.
And trying to read things.
Off. Yeah,
You can't really read, apparently, in your dreams.
Yeah.
Really?
So those things will be like distorted, or something will elude you to the fact that it's not reality, quote unquote. Yeah. So can you lucid dream?
I don't think so. Like, I've had dreams where I know, like, I realize I'm dreaming and I just go with it, but I can't, I'm not able to, like, change anything the way I want to. So. But there has been times where, like, like, oh, this is a dream, and then just keep going. Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, same. Like, I think that I have known that I was in a dream. Like, I've like willed certain things to happen within the dream, but I don't think like consciously like being actively like doing something in the dream.
It's interesting because the idea of lucid dreaming also means that you would be living out time in the same way. So some people who lucid dream say that they feel like they're living two lives. That's why I think I've asked you before, like, are you sure you're not lucid dreaming in these work dreams? You know? In these, like, just daily, day-to-day things.
Yeah, because I don't think it's lucid dreaming because you need to have control over it. You need to know you're dreaming. Whereas when I'm in those, I just know that, like, I don't know it's a dream at all. I think it's reality. So I have no control over it in the sense that I don't change anything about it. I'm not flying around. I'm not making things appear or anything. Yeah, I always wondered also if people who have word tattoos, if they try to read those in their dreams, if that would help them do the same, like a reality check, but like on your body, so it's always accessible.
I was gonna say I don't know if I have tattoos in my dreams, but I also don't have a strong visual imagination, so I don't know. Do you guys see your tattoos in your dreams? I mean, you're the camera, so
no, but I've never noticed that.
Wow, but I guess they're newer too, right?
Yeah.
Like, so if they were like something you were born with, maybe your brain would recognize it more, but a tattoo being something you like actively put there, maybe the brain just ignores it.
You're just seeing your like original character before any of the mods.
Before any
Do you
modifications.
see your tattoos in your dreams?
Well, I think it's hard for me because I don't see my tattoos on my body because they're so little and they're behind me. So I don't really see them much in my day-to-day.
Yeah, I'm not like looking at myself in my dream.
But I definitely have had tattoos in dreams before. I don't know if I've seen
Any
my actual
that
ones.
weren't yours, like just random tattoos that were added?
Oh, yeah. Like, I've had ones where I've been fully tatted. Yeah. It's a wild ride.
Interesting.
But, yeah, I was wondering, because if you see yourself in third person, are you always just you as you are now? Or have you seen yourself in other iterations?
It's, like I've been different ages and, like...
Different hairstyles?
Yeah. Different, No, I mostly just look the same, but I just never noticed tattoos, or I never even thought about that.
It's a detail.
Before, so I think it's just something I gotta look out for now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. You do have to look out for that. So before we go into demon time, guys, because
gosh.
we are going to do demon time after this, have you guys had, like, recurring dreams?
Oh, yeah, I guess. I guess this is where... Yeah, no reoccurring death dreams. I haven't had it in, I guess, a while, maybe a couple months, but...
Good.
I have had them. They were very frequent for a while, but... I don't know if you want me to go into them. They're pretty long story.
No, let's hear this. We need this story, Alyasa. This is I want to hear about these reoccurring death dreams.
So it's a 2-part dream and they're connected, which is kind of weird. But the first one, it's they both have to do with water, which is weird. But the first one, it's I'm in a car. I don't know like who else is in the car with me. I never like see them. I just see me. But I'm not driving. I'm in the back passenger. So we're on a bridge, and the bridge just breaks, and the car just falls. And then while it's falling, like it just hits a boat, and it just falls into the water, and I just die.
It hits a boat. Wow.
So that's the first dream. The second one is I'm on the boat, and I see the car coming down, and it hits the boat, and we just all die. So.
Do they happen one after the other, or just?
Sometimes it would happen one after another, but yeah, sometimes it would just be like I either have the first one or the second one, but it's just always the same. Like I look up, I see the car coming down when I'm in the boat, or I'm just in the car looking down into the boat, and just it's really weird. I've been having those pretty much my whole life, just reoccurring the same 2 dreams. It happens the same way every single time. So is this like a different
lifeline where you're just living out the same day like over and over again? Did you put meaning to this?
I never like researched like what the meanings of dreams are, like what like water has to do with a dream, or it's like or like boats or like anything like that, or bridges. But no, I think it just might have been how I died in another life. But it's weird because being both in the car crashing into the boat and also on the boat looking up, seeing the same car
camera
coming
angles.
down. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. That's my weird reoccurring death dream. I don't really know what it means or anything, but it used to freak me out when I was a kid, just having the same dream, over and over.
That's terrifying.
That is terrifying. Is it on impact then?
Yeah, like death on impact.
Okay, because when you say car, water, and bridge, I thought you would go into the like water and then like the car starts filling up. That's what I was thinking.
A little bit of that. It's like it just hits and then just goes in, and just everything just.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
I guess. I was too short on the demon time. Maybe we entered it already. Wow, that's speechless.
Yeah, I've never had reoccurring dreams quite like that. I have dreams that have similar themes, I would guess, where I'm like, oh, this is one of those school dreams or work dreams.
Yeah.
But
it's not the same.
It's not the exact same. Whereas yours, it's like
the exact same thing happens
same
every
plot.
single time.
Right. So I guess when you're in it, you're like, damn, I know what's going to happen. And now I just have to sit
accept
in it.
And just wait for it to be over.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Definitely demon hour. Anyways, do you have recurring dreams?
No, I don't think so. Not that I can think of.
Okay, interesting. So I think I have like deja vu dreams more than recurring dreams. And it's like I'll have a dream and I'll be like, oh, deja vu. I remember like those specific parts of those dreams happening before in another dream. But I only realize it when I wake up. So in the dream, I don't know what's going to happen next, even though I've been through it before, which is just silly. All right, guys, we'll step into demon time now. First, the real demons. Have you ever had sleep paralysis?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, never?
It is scary.
Yeah.
It is
All right, Alyasa, explain to us what sleep paralysis is.
So basically, you're sleeping, and well, I don't know, it might be different for everyone else, but for me, I get this. Well, I don't know if this is on topic for this conversation, but I've also seen like ghosts and like spirits and stuff like that. So it's I'll be sleeping, and then I'll get this weird feeling in my body, and it's just the same feeling all the time, and just like, oh, like I feel like something's there in my room with me, and then so I wake up and I just feel like this heavy presence on top of my body.
That is sleep paralysis.
And sometimes like I could see something like a shadow or like some like weird type of demon or whatever.
Have you ever looked up sleep paralysis? Because
It's
people
scary.
have drawn out like the demon they see sitting on their chest, because part of sleep paralysis is also feeling this pressure on your chest, and it's like
you can't move and
you can't move. Sometimes people say like they feel like they can't breathe, but they're still conscious enough that they're in reality and not dreaming. So it's kind of like this in-between state. Yeah. Oof.
You know, when I was a kid and I would feel like that feeling coming over me, I know like if I wake up, I'm going to see something. So I would just wake up and just keep my eyes closed until I could move again. So, because it was scary, you know, seeing something in your room.
It's like, I'm so concerned for you.
I am.
Do you find that beforehand you ever dream and like you can feel that feeling like leach into your dream until you're like slowly coming out of it? Or is it just like an immediate feeling, you're immediately out of it and like into the reality?
It's like a slow feeling. It's just it's hard to explain. It's just a feeling over my whole body. And then like sometimes if it wasn't sleep paralysis, I would wake up and I would see things like in my room, just like ghosts or whatever, or demons or whatever. But with the sleep paralysis, it's it usually doesn't last that long. Maybe like, I don't know, I wouldn't want to say like a couple minutes or anything, but it just feels long when it's happening. It's just
I have definitely been in a room with you where you've been like, do you see that in the corner? And I'm like, stop this right now.
Yeah, it was when I was younger, it used to happen a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. And you have sleep paralysis. You said you do.
Mine's a little different though. I haven't had many times where I've like seen creatures, like it's ominous more so. And it's not always something like sitting on top of me, which I know a lot of people have. For me, it usually is like I'm just paralyzed.
Yeah.
I don't sleep on my back though, so I wonder if that's one of the things that affect it is that I can't see. Well, no, but if I can't move, I can't see my room, because if I'm sleeping on my stomach, I just see the pillow.
What you mean.
Or if I'm sleeping on my side, I have a limited view. So I might.
But you open your eyes and you can't move.
Yeah, some of them I open my eyes and I can't move, and so like it's just feeling your breath on your like pillow, because I can't if I'm like all the way tucked in there.
Do you feel? But you feel like you can breathe.
Well, sometimes no, but it's not something sitting on me. It's more that I'm paralyzed. Like I can't move, and that's more of the terror of it. Or like sometimes it's like I can't move and there's something behind me, but I can't move.
So
visually cringed.
So
Oh my god.
sorry. It's scary,
God.
but
Like
that's usually what it is. And I've had ones where the like feeling of heaviness in the limbs is in the dream.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So my sleep paralysis is more that I am in that in-between state, but even in my dream, it's shifted over time. More recently, even in my dream, I'm having trouble staying awake in my dream. Like I'll be going through something, my eyes will be tired, I'll be having a hard time, yet my waking body's trying to wake up at the same time. And it's like I'm so fatigued in both reality and my dream that they're both falling asleep or like trying to wake up. Both of those things. They're both trying to fall asleep and wake up at the same time. So it's very weird. Yeah, sleep paralysis.
Does that count as sleep paralysis?
I don't know.
Or is it just a weird in between
I have
sleep
no idea.
and not? I'm not quite sure.
I don't know. I do think sleep paralysis has to do with the feeling of not breathing. I do think that's what I've learned in school. So interesting. All right, guys. The real demon time. after we did the actual demons. Sex dreams. Do you have them? Are they regular? Talk to us.
Yeah, I've had them. I don't think they're regular, but no, yeah, it's it's not as regular as it used to be, but they're random, I guess.
As regular as they used to be.
No, when I was younger, there was a time where I would have them like frequently, and I was like, what is going on? Like,
what age though? Because were you just like going through a hormonal change then?
probably like puberty times, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, guys.
I know, but I do have them randomly where it's like, I don't know. Like, it's weird. I haven't had one in a while, but it's usually just like different people, like not people that I know, or like people that I'm like dating or seeing anything. That's just like random people. It's never like people
Is
I'm
it
dating.
ever like a celebrity or something?
I don't think so, no. I don't think it's ever been a celebrity.
I don't really ever have them.
So you just have the baby.
Yeah, so the baby's
Okay.
there. So I'm like, are all of my... It's one of like the main things that is missing through those is that I don't really have those experiences. Like, I'll have romance.
Will you have a partner though? You'll have a partner, but you won't have sex with them, but you have a baby together.
Yeah, so there's definitely a lot of experiences that I've had in my dreams that I've never had in real life, but in my dreams they're not very sexual ever. So that is something that I have noted, is that I don't really have that. Like I'll have I've had kisses and things like that, but never like a really in-depth like sexual dream, or like maybe one where there's like tension if you're like at a club or something, you know, there's sexual tension, but it has never escalated really. So I don't know if I've maybe had one or two in my lifetime, but like that's it.
All right, so I'm going to go a level deeper here for this, which you can totally not answer if you don't want to. Is it ever something you think about before you sleep?
Not really a ton.
Okay, no. So that's just like the theory, right? That we usually dream about things we think about before we sleep. So I wonder if, you know, maybe at that point in your life you were thinking about, like Alyasa, you were thinking maybe about sex before you slept, like a lot more, and that showed up in your dream. Yeah.
Well, for me, before I go to sleep, I usually I have insomnia, so I'm just thinking like sleep tonight, like go to sleep. Yeah. I just try to like do some meditation and stuff, but no, I just try to clear my mind before I sleep, because sleep problems are not fun. So
No.
And neither are the intrusive thoughts at that point. Yeah. Like you're alone, it's late at night. Yeah, totally. All right, Sheri, talk to us. Do you have them? Are they regular?
I do. Yeah, I do have them regularly. I wouldn't...
Oh, wait, but you said you don't dream regularly, but you have regular sex
well,
dreams.
I would say, like, all the dreams I have, they're
percentage-wise.
So it's, like, kind of, you know, like 1/3 of them are sex dreams. Another 1/3 of them are, like, danger dreams. And then the last third is just like, okay, this is okay.
Sheri's ratio.
Oh, that's so funny. All right, guys, if you've had them or have them regularly, do you finish in them?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. All right, that's so interesting. Yeah, I have them, and I've only started having them in the past year.
Oh.
So it's really interesting. I never had a sex dream before, and I also never finish. Like, they're always frustrating. They're always like, yeah, like, even though I'm the main character, I'm not, you know, like, it sucks. And I'm just like, why did I have to start having these? And then they're not fun.
Maybe you're easing into it.
Yeah, and they've been like, you know, maybe not like celebrities, but like actors from Netflix originals. So we're not gonna go into like details there, and people I've known, like exes too. Like it's just so weird and yeah, crazy. So yeah, that's sex dreams. Yeah, it's very interesting.
You know, it's weird for in mine, it's like people I don't know, but then like my regular dreams is just always people I know. So that's...
There's like a separation between the two.
It always surprises me who it is too. It's never like someone I would think it would be. It's just, it's random.
Is this some of the people that you called like your brothers in the adult friendship? No?
I'm sorry.
I'm just so curious, you know? You were so adamant that these people were just friends. Like, what if you had a sex dream about them? I don't know.
We need some clarification on that.
I'm sure I've had like one or two like dreams that kind of weirded me out. Like, why did that happen? But generally, like, it's just like not, like not necessarily my partner, but like someone I wouldn't normally think of. And
interesting.
Yeah.
Does it change the way you see them if you know them in real life, or it's separate?
Honestly, I think it does for like a little bit.
Because it's interesting, because your imagination would really have to run wild in that situation, like to picture what somebody is like naked, that would be, your imagination just has to run wild with that.
You know what, though? I don't think, like, while the visual is there, I would say, like, in my dreams, now that you're saying that, and as you've talked about imagination in dreams, I would say, like, it's a lot more just, like, feeling. Like, going through the feeling, like, of anything that I'm experiencing in a dream.
Interesting. All right. So, yeah, that makes sense, because it's like, I mean, even when you are having sex, if somebody's on top of you, you're not looking at all of them, right? Not necessarily. You could be. But that's very interesting, because it's like, I guess it would be just the feeling.
Yeah.
All right. So I know Alyasa answered this question already, but what is the wildest dream you guys have ever had? And, yeah. What?
I don't know. There's so many to choose from.
You've kind of shared some wild ones, too.
Yeah, there's so many to choose from. I've told you I've had ones where I've had families, where I've lost families, where I've been doing some fun stuff like traveling. And then nightmares can get really wild. Like,
oh, yes, you have had wild
I've
nightmares.
had some really, really wild nightmares, and some of them really stick with me. Like one that I can visualize, so like if I close my eyes, like the image can haunt me, is that I've had ones where something terrible happens to someone I really love. Like the easiest one that for me to picture is that, like, this is kind of gory though, so it might creep you out.
Okay, go ahead.
Is that it's one of my brothers.
Trigger warning, guys.
Trigger warning. It's kind of gory in thought. One of my brothers is like looking at me with pleading eyes, and I can just hear his bones cracking. Ooh. And seeing his body contort. And like there's nothing I can do about it. And so I just have to like watch it happen. It's very creepy, very haunting. And like then I woke up the next day and saw my brother, and he was like, "Hey." I'm like, "Ugh."
Oh,
like,
God. This is like the opposite of the sex dream thing. It's like,
are you in one
it does
piece?
change it, but
yeah. So I mean, there's like wild in the terms that like it's gone like really in depth into like these crazy storylines, or like wild where I'm just like, I will never be able to get that image out of my head. And so I think those ones stick with you the most because they're like traumatizing.
Yeah.
But that's probably, those ones I think are probably the wildest to me, because I'm like, why did my brain go there and give me that? I just want to have a nice life where I'm a princess, maybe. That one's, I'll take
My
that
life.
any day. Riding a dragon, sure.
Oh.
Much more fun.
It's funny because when I think of being a princess, I don't think of riding a dragon.
No, like separate, not together.
Yeah.
Not together.
All right, gotcha. That makes more sense to me. All right, Sheri, wildest dream.
I don't know. Like, I don't think I've had
It's
super
not one
wild
of your sex dreams.
I probably, but again, like even those, like I can't like sit down and recall them right now. Like I remember them for a certain period of time, and then it's just kind of gone.
Oh, it just goes like your memory. It's just like I don't remember it.
You don't have any reoccurring ones of those?
Oh, reoccurring sex dreams? That would be hilarious. I'm sure it'd be, if it was a good one, I'm sure that'd be a great thing, but also kind of awkward. But all right, mine kind of goes into our next question, which I'm going to ask you guys first. So have you ever had a dream that has come true?
In like a deja vu way, yes.
Okay.
In like a prophetic way where I'm like, oh, this definitely, like, not definitely, but where I'm like, oh, did I have this dream because it was trying to tell me something? I've had those, or where I've told someone, about a dream and then something happens. So like, didn't you have a dream about that? And I was like, oh man, you're right. And then I'm like, did I have a prophetic dream or was it just like pattern recognition where I'm connecting the two? Yeah.
Interesting.
I think I've had a dream where like, I think I like wrote a song or something in that dream, and then I woke up and then I just created that song. So I don't know if that counts,
cool.
but it's
That
just
is
like
very interesting. Yeah. Okay. So I think it's more of what Lexie was saying of like, you don't even remember it was a dream and then you live it out and then you're like, damn, that I dreamt that already.
yeah, no, I don't think.
Was it like that, or did you wake up and you're like, I'm gonna make this song?
Okay.
Yeah, woke up and I was
All right.
like, okay, I like this. I'm gonna make this. Yeah.
All right. What song is it? Just like, did you ever put it out? I'm curious.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Have you ever had a dream that has come true?
I don't think so. Like, I can say kind of like what Lexie said in terms of like the deja vu, and I'm like, did this really happen? Did I dream that? Like, I don't know, but not that I can think of otherwise.
So none of your sex dreams came true? Hey, this is a Chinese, like, that's a good question.
I mean, like, yes, but like,
Okay, so there you go. I guess it's like they were going to come true anyways. All right. My weirdest dream, which is, I guess I've had one or two that have like kind of come true. But the wildest thing for me, so I have like this little bump on my finger, and I had a dream one day where I looked down and I had like a mark on my finger, and I woke up the next day and this bump was there. And I'm like, did it happen before, or was this just my dream telling me to recognize that this is happening? It was really weird. I don't know. I can't explain what my body did there.
Fair enough. What was the other one?
I went on a date with somebody, and I was like downtown with them and walking around, and then a month or two later I actually went on a first date with this person, and we just like walked around downtown. And the thing that happened in it was that I was like, are you sure we're going in the right direction? Like, do we need GPS or whatever? And he was like, no, we don't need it. Like, we're going to figure it out. If we get lost, it's fine. And like, then I read my dream journal, like a bit into dating them. And I was like, oh shit, I dreamt that and it happened. That's really crazy. And I didn't remember that I dreamt it. I only remember when I reread it. And another weird thing in my dreams is I could never figure out Google Maps in my dream. Like, I just can't get, everyone always asks me to figure out directions, and I can never, like, input it into Google Maps to get us somewhere. I don't know.
I wonder if that has to go with the idea of, like, you can't really read
right.
in dreams. So maybe you can't, like, you have to read the map. Yeah. So maybe that's
mind blown, because that's always what the struggle is. It's like I can't just focus to type something. Like, I can't focus on typing it long enough. And then they're like, how do we get there? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I'm trying and I cannot do it.
There you go.
Ooh, I wonder how technology is going to like factor into dreams, if everyone's going to be like that. Okay, if you guys listening, if anyone has any like dreams like this where they can't read their phone screen, or if where you can read your phone screen, please share it with us, because that is super interesting to see how reading and technology would factor in there. Yeah.
Yeah, no, the dreams that I've had that I think have played out, like I have the ones where maybe I'll dream about something that's happening to someone I know, and then I'll text them being like, hey, you were in my dream last night, and I'll be like, oh, you were fighting with so-and-so, and then it's like they are fighting with so-and-so, and I'm like, oh.
Like me complaining.
Yeah, like something is happening in their life, and I mean, maybe it's just something that happens often or happens every now and then, so it's an easy guess, but it's funny because it like they catch them off guard. They're like, how did you know? And I'm like, it was a dream. Or there was this one dream where I had one where there was a giant fire. And this, like, I was running away from a fire, dealing with a fire. And then that same week, or like a few days later, my family garage caught fire. And I was the one who found it. So to me, that is wild.
Like, yeah, that is the idea of that dream almost like coming true.
Because it was like, this dream was crazy. There was this fire. It was so visceral. My father was in it, and like all this stuff. And then when we, like, a few weeks later, I was like, oh my gosh, I had a dream about a fire.
Right.
And then there was a fire. It was my dad's garage. I was like, all these things, but also differences. And that dream, it was also very much like cinematically like a Jordan Peele movie, because I had just seen Nope. So I was like, oh, it's
I don't know what that is.
Nope is a movie that he just released.
Oh, okay.
Jordan Peele's the man who did Get Out.
Okay.
Yeah. So there you go.
Have not seen it.
You haven't seen
No, I know. Everyone tells me to watch
My
Get
mom
Out.
was watching it yesterday.
Really? Okay, yeah, everyone tells me to watch that one. All right, before we go into our last question, I had a thought while you were talking. So if the idea that we can't read in dreams, right? This is mind-blowing to me. What do you do when you're working in your dream?
I'm looking at pictures.
So you're not.
So you have to understand that, like, for a lot of my work was phone calls. So I can have phone calls in those dreams, but I've been like, and for me, screens are visual, so it's like more so that I didn't have a job that was like.
But you're not like reading.
It wasn't like a job where I was reading emails.
Okay.
Or doing anything like that. It was mostly, like action and talking, social. So it wasn't I wasn't writing essays or anything like that.
And have you guys ever like read in dreams where you can comment on this? Because this is blowing. I've never thought
feel
about
like
this before.
I've been able to read simple things, but I can't recall reading a book in a dream.
Right.
So
I don't even like recall like having my phone ever in dreams or like technology, and probably not all technology, but like definitely my phone. I don't recall like having it or like using it or like having it in my hand like I normally would. So
I think
that's
I've only
weird.
had like one dream where I had my phone, but it wasn't working. So like,
Is this a generational difference right now? Like by a certain age, we had cell phones and it was a regular part of our lives. Like that's so interesting.
like we were talking about how the generation that had black and white TV dreamed in black and white, and now.
But I have met somebody who was our age who actually dreamt in black and white, and I was just like, why?
But did you ask them how much black and white TV they were exposed to?
I'm pretty sure they were not watching black and white TV.
You never know. You never know.
They didn't express that they liked old movies or anything. So yeah, I don't know. So
Were they
and
colorblind?
then were they colorblind is what I was thinking too, and I don't know. But also colorblind wouldn't necessarily mean you see in black and white.
No.
So
Yeah.
no, I don't think I've the technology isn't like advanced technology or like technology how it is now. I've never really.
But
been on my
you're
phone
your
in a
age
dream.
right now in your dream, and
Without
you still
any technology, without phones or anything. Yeah.
You've never had a dream where you're like in the future?
Yeah, but then it's like
I haven't.
Still
it's
no phone?
future technology. Like it
Oh.
looks futuristic, but it's still, I guess, basic.
But it's not like your
not
phone
like-
that you have right
No.
now.
Or it's not like
Are we on our phones too much? Like,
I mean, I guess it depends how connected you are
Yeah.
to it, but I think it also depends on maybe where the focus is on some of your things. Like I know that a lot of my socialization growing up even was through technology. So if I'm thinking about that, it's almost like just immediate that I would think of it. But I've had dreams where there is no technology. So
yeah. I mean, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think like I do things I usually do. Like I'm not texting, I'm not on social media. I am only struggling with Google Maps in my dreams. Like, only. Why? Like, it's been a lot of dreams, too, where I've had to, like, pull out my phone and use Google. Like, it's a reoccurring thing or theme in
she
my
has
dream.
navigation stress.
I do.
That has to be a metaphor for something.
I'm a passenger princess. No, I also have a lot of dreams where I've issues, like, traveling or, like, on a plane or, like, seeing a plane, like, nosedive, like... Yeah, it's brutal. So, I don't know. I do have travel dreams a lot. It's definitely a
recurring theme.
Yeah, like when I had vivid dreams from, going without the herb and stuff, a lot of them were just about travel. Yeah. That is very interesting. All right, guys, we're going to hop into the last one.
Okay.
I like the idea of ending off with a would you rather. Usually we'd have Big Rich with us to share it, and we will definitely try and get his answer for this and share it too. So, say that you are in like a partnership that is monogamous. All right? That is the premise behind this. So, would you rather Have a sex dream about you and someone they're jealous of and have to explain the whole dream to them. Or tell your parents your partner had a sex dream about them.
First one.
Yeah, the first one.
I'm going to go second.
You would want to tell your parents
I
your
think
partner.
it would be totally fine because I think my parents would laugh about it. But I think that would be less conflict.
Right,
Whereas
exactly.
I
That's
cannot,
the hard part.
I've had partners that have been really jealous, and I could not imagine how, like, it's such a, like, hard thing for me to willingly put myself in. Whereas I know that I could be, like, just laughing it off. And even if it made my parents slightly uncomfortable, they can deal with it.
But your partner can't.
You know what? I think it's very funny. I think it's hilarious. I think that would always be my choice.
Would it not make you feel awkward that your partner was having like a sex dream about your parents?
I mean, I guess, but like people don't really control that.
Yeah.
I'm assuming I haven't
Oh
had.
God, what if they could? That would be horrible.
I haven't had a lot of sex dreams, so I don't really know how much people have a say in that. But I think also,
that's deep.
like, I'm not a jealous person, so even if someone was like, your mom's really hot, I'd be like, okay, to each their own. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, there's not so much removal from me and my mother, so that's also a factor.
Interesting. Oh, yeah, because it's like, I mean, we didn't even get into this. This could be a whole topic on its own, but having a partner that dreams of you cheating on them, how that impacts it, because that's been your experience. So maybe that impacts, like, why you would say the parents thing.
Yeah, no, there's nothing more, like I've had dreams where my partner's cheated on me and, like, told them, and then it's, like, totally fine for me. And I've had partners where they're like, you cheated on me in my dream. Like, it must mean that you're cheating on me in real life. And I'm like, I didn't. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I understand your frustration, but I feel like I would just be easier for me to handle them being like, I had a weird dream about your dad. I'm really sorry. I'd be like, it's okay. Just try not to do it again.
Yeah, I think it would go with you and tell my parents.
Right?
I think I would. I think just like having to explain to them that jealousy, like somebody they're jealous of, that would just be like worse over a long period of time. Whereas the other one, I think we could be over it so much quicker.
Yeah, and I mean,
And you don't have to explain the dream to them.
it's funny.
Oh, you're not explaining the dream to your parents?
No, you're not explaining the dream to your parents.
Oh, you thought she was giving them a play-by-play?
Even worse though. You're just saying like.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, this person had yeah,
Like,
this person had a sex dream about you. Yeah, that's...
I think it also comes to the fact that I think anyone I date would probably be chill with that, like, joke. Whereas I know some people, they're like, oh, a partner I date would not be okay with me telling my parents something that intimate. Whereas I think that the partners I choose would also find it funny, it may be a little embarrassing, but they'd probably laugh about it, laugh it off. Whereas some people would be really hurt by you sharing something that vulnerable, I think.
Yeah, I do have to say, I kind of think I changed my answer now that we've had this discussion, because I think in the long run, it actually would be worse for me to tell my parents, because I feel like my mom would be like, are you sure you should be with this person? Like, I think that would impact the relationship more than the person they're jealous of.
That's the thing you have to weigh, right? Is like...
I mean, we don't have to weigh it, but we are sitting here weighing it, okay, guys? Ooh, so if you have your answer, drop it in the comments. We want to know. It's a very wild would you rather. I have no idea how I came up with this, guys. No idea. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning into this episode of All About Duality on Dreams. Please like, share, subscribe, leave comments, share it with your friends. We really want to get the word out there about our podcast, and leave a review on Apple Podcasts. Subscribe on YouTube. Am I missing anything, guys? Spotify. Follow us on TikTok. Those are the places we are at. Thank you for listening. Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, ding.